muted. I am. Sorry, guys. I muted my unmute. I got it all mixed up. Anyway, we're here today on Unbiased and on the Fence. I'm Shane. We're joined with SunPsychic Gene. Hopefully, you can hear me now. And let's check your mic.
Hi, everybody.
Yep, we're good. All right, I got my buttons mixed up, but we're all good now. And we're starting a little bit early because I got the time mixed up. I'm thinking Central Time, Eastern Time, and so that's my bad. But maybe there was somebody that's going to hop in here today that would have missed us or something. That's how I look at things. So my mistake, maybe a divine plan at work.
Yes, absolutely. I agree. Everything happens for a reason. And I was ready and just finished a couple of readings and just had some time and it worked out perfectly.
That's
So I'm
awesome.
glad.
That's awesome. Yeah, I was watching some of your stream from a few days ago, and one of your guests was talking about how it's really good to keep your vibes high and everything for yourself, but how it really is beginning to seem to extend beyond to other people more than usual. Like we are really broadcasting these higher vibrations, like we're antenna, you know. And I resonated with that so much. I didn't get to see the whole thing because when I was early, I'm like, oh, let me just go catch up on your last video or whatever. But let's see here. Let's see. We got a few people in the chat, you guys. So if you guys want to put your questions in there in all caps, that will definitely help. And my glasses should be around here, but I
Hi,
forgot them.
Alice L. Hi, Gypsy JJ. Hi, everybody. Thanks for coming. It's so good to see everybody.
Ah,
Um,
I Am Magic says it's me. I would have missed it. That's awesome.
aw,
That's
that's great. I'm glad you were able to make it. Aw.
that's beautiful.
I am magic.
So, okay, so if you're new to us here on with Sun Psychic Jane, she can try to connect with a loved one or just connect with the higher guides to come up with answers or even use a pendulum, really whatever she feels intuitively to do. And so if you have any questions, you can put them in all caps and we'll see what she can do. And that's awesome. And if
Yeah.
you're also new, I do have Jane's links in the description to go to her channel as well as her website if you want to schedule a session with her, a private session. So,
Well, thank you. Thanks, Shane. Yes, and on my YouTube channel, I'm a three away from 500. So if anybody hasn't subscribed, please, 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 three more. That's all I need to get to 300. I mean, to get to 500. I
wow,
can't
half a
believe it.
thousand
500.
already.
I
That's
know.
awesome.
I'm going to say that now. Half a thousand. I love that. That's lovely.
I guess I'm a half
Yeah,
glass half full kind of guy, right?
absolutely.
Hey, Susan,
Absolutely.
welcome.
Hi, Susan. I saw your show with John Binney. Oh my gosh. That was so powerful.
I know, and his
Really.
music, just creating it like that on the spot, just channeling it through, that's so amazing. That's such a special gift he has to be able to do that, you know?
It certainly is. And it's another example of how everybody is opening up to these energies in their own way. Their own special talent, their own special skill is the way that they're going to bring forward their awakening, their enlightenment, their awareness. It's just so beautiful. And then the um, the drive to share it with other people and help other people with that is just uh it's so beautiful to see that in like he could have like just said no, I can't do that, no, I would never be able to, we always just doubt our guides, our
Right.
inspiration, and he went for it. You know how brave that you have to be, you know how long that it takes, over 1,000 songs. I mean, and it's something that he knew that he had to do. He just felt that drive. So don't let your ego or your doubts on yourself stop you from what you're meant to do.
Yeah, you can really see how powerful desire is to keep you going with something like that when you're really operating from the heart like John does. He's been a huge, huge inspiration to me. And I love how he incorporates the music and does his clearing and everything. And it's like, everybody has their toolbox of things. Like what you do is a little bit different. And then, like with my BQH, that's a little bit different. And I do want to mention Candace Crawl Goldman is on the Quantum Healers channel is going to be hosting like regression week, and it starts on I want to say like the 13th. or the 11th, I think.
Right.
You you
Starts on
can
the 11th.
you can
Hmm.
check in. I'm going to be on there on the 13th, but I think it starts 2 days before is what it is. But I have the link below, so make sure you go, and you can actually go in the videos. Gene was just telling me you can go and just set reminders on all of them right now. They're already set up, so just go check out that channel. Link is in the description under Quantum Healers. And we already got our questions up here. Hi, Ivan's asking a
Aw.
question for a friend. She wants to know why she can't remember her childhood or any past lives. Do you need her name or anything? Might be helpful.
Yes.
Yeah, what's your
And
friend's
her
name?
permission if a friend is right beside her.
Yeah, and the permission.
Or
Absolutely.
if it's a friend meaning her. Like you're asking for a
Right,
friend.
right, right. Does she give us permission? Right.
No, I do need permission from your friend to connect to her energy and her name, if possible. Yeah, so sweet. It's nice. And yeah, so that's very exciting that Candace Krogelman is having this annual event, and it's so well done and beautifully orchestrated and just professionally, just delivered. It's really very, very, and I'm just so excited to see how different everything is and how what people are going to say for this year's
Right.
compared to last year. We have been. I mean, it's been quite a year, that's for sure.
Yeah,
So,
lots of exciting information coming through. So, really excited about that. Okay, Christina says, yes, you have permission. Christina.
okay. Well, why she can't remember her childhood? Oh, or her past lives, I can definitely let her know, but her childhood. Ooh, I'm getting something already. Me and High Vibe and we connect. I think High Vibe knows, and High Vibe is just asking me this question to validate what High Vibe is suspecting. But I'm getting that there could have been a walk-in,
Wow. That was quick.
meaning that her, I know, that her consciousness, either through an event, a trauma, a illness, or a stressful moment, switched and a new consciousness came in. Let me just see what my pendulum has to
And that
say.
was synchronistic to what I saw happen with you, and that I've noticed happens with people that once they kind of, you were like, past lives, cool, I've done that, but childhood, and then you're kind of like, I don't know. And then, like, that I don't know, like, you step out of the way, right? And, like, immediately the higher steps in and gives you the answer. And I've noticed that a lot, in sessions with people when they don't know, then they like release to receive a higher, message. So that's really cool that I noticed that happen in real time.
Oh, that's great. That's really good that you can see that. Okay, let me just ask. Is it Christina? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is Christina is the reason why Christina cannot remember her childhood or past lives because of a walk-in. It is saying yes. I just want to see how strong it's going to get. That's amazing. Yeah, it's definite. It's a real strong one. It's amazing. I'd be curious to see, if she had some sort of a trauma, a car accident, an illness,
The time
even
that the
just.
switch took place, or right.
Mhm, mhm.
That's strange that
Uh,
that happens that way, isn't it? I guess it makes more sense why you might not remember things quite right or something. You know what I mean? Like a smoke screen, so to speak, for those around you.
mhm. And for the reason that she doesn't remember her past lives is just that she hasn't opened up to it yet. I believe that she can tap into her past lives, and it would be the past life of the new consciousness that is Christina. Wow, that'd be interesting to explore further. Good question, High Vibe, and I'm curious to see if that's what. Oh, she said there was a bad illness. Wow, I'm curious to see if you knew that it was a walk-in. I think I kind of had the feeling that High Vibe knew and just wanted to get like a second opinion. Yeah, so it's interesting.
Bad illness. That's interesting. Okay, let me slip back up. Okay, Alice L. Her and her husband are going to Santa Fe, New Mexico in 2 weeks. Can you let her know how it will go? It's Alice and her husband.
Sure. I'm seeing you guys surprised at the heat. So just be prepared for that. The sudden intense heat. Like almost like you want to jump from the car to the indoors where the from air conditioning to air conditioning. But maybe a little hot during your visit. And it's the sudden change. It's not sweltering. It's just that it's a drastic change for you. Let me see what else. So you'll probably want to do some indoor things and maybe outdoor things either early in the morning or later in the evening, which is very beautiful time. The air and the dryness will be very healing. Relaxation. The sights will be, you'll feel the sacredness of the sites that you're going to be viewing, and you'll be tapping in. Well, she's tapped in. You'll be tapping into the heritage, to the sacredness of the land, and it'll be very moving for you and your husband. It's a spiritual journey. You think you're going to vacation, and you still, I mean, you'll be, heading out to dinner and having fun and stuff, but you'll have this sacredness and this awareness. You'll feel the energies there, and it'll be a beautiful surprise for you. That's lovely.
It's beautiful. Let's see. Angelia Green, you say you're new here, but I thought I've seen your name before. I'm thinking, it seems like there's an Angela Green that's in here sometimes. Maybe. Okay, she has a question. Angelia, I'm really struggling with life and depression. What can I do to make things better? Great question, Angelia, and thank you for that.
Okay, Angelia, thanks for coming. I don't know if you found us on YouTube. I posted this on YouTube and said, come on over. Um, Let me check with Angelia Green's energy. What I'm picking up is that there is some resistance on your part. You're either in a job or some situation that you're not, that's, mm, I'm trying to think of the word that doesn't resonate with you. That's not really, it's not really going with your flow. You're kind of going against the grain, almost as if you were to be in a position because you're making your parents happy, not because it makes you happy. Like maybe you want to really be an artist, but your parents say you have to go into law or something. It's almost like you're doing something that is not really fulfilling you, that you really want to do, and or in a situation that you're in that you really don't want to be in. Either it could be school, it could be job, it could be a relationship. I'm not really sure. I can try and drill down, but it just is showing me that you're walking in a path that is not aligned with your soul's desire. So it's a struggle for you, and there's so much of a resistance because it's not what your true desire is. I hope that's helpful for you.
Really good advice. Let's see. Make sure I didn't miss anybody here.
Mm. I see that high vibing was right. I think we were both right. You just described it a little differently about Christina, why she can't remember. She said she thought she was from the future, which is,
Kind of true, yeah. Like,
yeah, you could describe it that way.
yeah.
I really can't see too much over there.
Yeah, that's funny. A lot of times I've heard in sessions that people are walk-ins, but they're walk-ins of their previous self, like a higher version of themselves, not really like, you've taken over someone's life. It was still your life, but now you're sort of like from the future. So it could be one of those instances for sure.
Wow. Okay. I'll stop reading the chat for you.
Oh,
I'll let you
gotcha.
drive.
Okay. Let's see.
But thank you for your questions. And that was a very interesting question. And Angelina, you're very welcome. And um, if it's, I'm just curious if it resonates with you, if you feel this might be the case for you. Um, that would be helpful.
And Solange Laura, I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it. It looks like it could be pronounced a number of ways, so I apologize. Can you tell me if blurry vision and bloating is part of ascension? Also, while lucid dreaming, I'm getting waves through my body with 3 number codes, which I got a message. It was for epigenetics, sorry. You might want to look at that.
Yeah, that's all right. With a number of codes, blurry vision and bloating. Let me just check if that is ascension for Solange. The bloating is a food allergy, almost like a wheat allergy or something very common. Causes inflammation in the body, digestive, for entertainment purposes only. The blurry vision. I am not getting the blurry vision as an ascension symptom. I am getting the waves of energy. You are very sensitive. You can feel the energetic vibrations and the sort of like the changes in sort of like the barometer's pressure. Um, Sort of like these types of atmospheric changes, and like the sun bursts. I'm not sure what they're called either, but sort of like these types of atmospheric changes and energetic changes you can sense these in your body, but the bloatedness is not an ascension symptom. They're saying for sure that has to do with foods. And they're saying that the blurriness, I don't know what that's from yet, but they're not saying that that's attributed to the energy shifts. Now, if you mean blurriness, I know that you said blurriness, but they're telling me dizziness may be ascension symptom, and the frequency changes. It could be dizziness. So I'm not sure if that's what you meant, but blurriness is just the sight. And they're just saying eye fatigue. But if you have dizziness, this could be an ascension symptom, and you are feeling the changes in the frequencies around you, and you are feeling shifts. You're very, very sensitive, and they're telling me, you're telling me you can feel this discernment. You can feel the difference. They're telling me that you thought so, but you just wanted to make sure that you kind of had a feeling. They're saying trust your feeling. This is part of your discernment. Learning your discernment is figuring these things out on your own, and getting validation where you can, for sure. You can also get a pendulum and get to know it. And a pendulum is a really good way to build your own discernment. You can ask it crazy questions like, am I 7 feet tall? Do I have green hair? And ask it crazy no questions, and then ask it definite yes questions. Like, do I have 2 eyes? Do I have 1 nose? Definite yes questions that you see until you can calibrate your own pendulum. And this will help you to build your discernment. And then you'll kind of get that feeling. When you get that feeling, sort of almost before the pendulum says yes or no, you'll kind of build that trust, that knowing from your guides. Good question. Thank you.
Very nice, very nice. Okay, I'm waiting for Getting Better Every Day's name, but let's see. Their 21-year-old son, Skylar, passed in September 2020, so sorry for your loss. Does he have a message for me, and how does he connect with me? What are his signs of presence?
Sure. Let's connect with
With
Skylar.
Skylar.
And the person's name again? Who's asking?
It's Getting Better Every Day. I'm trying to find their first name. We're
Okay.
waiting for them.
Okay, that's something I can connect with.
Okay, okay.
Getting Better's Every Day's son, Skylar.
Mm-hmm.
I am connecting with your guides. And they are suggesting that you take your time with the healing process, with the grieving process. Allow yourself to go through the transformation, the separation. It's it's the most difficult thing you're ever going to have to do. And you're getting better every day. That's a beautiful name. This is the most difficult thing that you have to do in this lifetime. And they're asking that you honor this process for your emotions, for your human, for your heart, for your soul. Skylar is with you. He hasn't left you. He hangs around your energy. He watches over you. He sends you love. He sends you healing. He wants to comfort your heart and your soul. He wants to make everything all better. He wants you to take your time. He does say that you feel his energy, or you see a shadow in the home, like almost you kind of feel he might be there. And then when you turn, you don't see or feel anything anymore. And it's almost like he has to stay behind you or out of your sight or in your peripheral vision. He doesn't want to startle you. But his energy is there and you have felt it. And you're not sure because you're not seeing it with your eyes. Number one, because of the grieving process. And number two, he doesn't want to startle you. But the energy that you're feeling, if you feel him, it is him. If you feel the sense that you're not alone in the room, that is him coming closer to you. When you're quiet and when you're calm, sort of in the morning when you're sipping your coffee, you can ask Skylar for a message. You can ask him to give you a sign for that day. He can send you a bird. He can send you a blinking of the lights, although that is startling, believe it or not. My guides and my loved ones still do that to me, where they turn on and off the light, and it's a little jarring, and you're in a very fragile state at this moment, and he does not want to do anything to startle or upset you. He knows that you feel the desperation of reaching out to him, that you just want to connect with him, and he wants you to wants you to be reassured that he is connecting with you energetically. He will come and see you in your dreams if he hasn't already done so. His energy is close by. He will send you small, gentle, loving signs, like a little butterfly or a little feather or something very gentle. He is there. He is with you. He wants you to trust and to take care of your heart and your soul. Oh, yeah, he's there.
Thank you for that. Angelia, who was having a hard time and feeling stuck, replied, "I had a hard childhood. I'm 42. Been in the same relationship since I was 16. I've been a caregiver for 23 years. I took care of my grandma until the end. I lost her in January 2020. So sorry to hear that.
Oh, sorry.
I now have
So,
sorry.
yeah.
I now have a live-in resident, just feeling stuck and lost." So that could be what you were referring to about just the kind of the situation. I could definitely see that feeling like that, you know. Yeah. I'm
She
sorry
may
to hear.
feel as though she has a responsibility to others instead of try and do something for yourself, even if it's something small, even if it's going for coffee and sitting by yourself and having your favorite coffee. Try and do something for yourself so that you can feel what it feels like to listen to your own guidance and to answer it, like to respond to it. Um, and, and you are a caregiver, and you've just been through a loss in your family, and you may be searching for your own soul's uh, get in touch with your own divine spark again, so that you can recognize and get connected to your higher self and yourself. So try and do something kind for yourself. Try and set aside a little bit of time for yourself, and just maybe journal, have a cup of coffee, do something for yourself to reconnect.
That's great advice. Let's see. Uh, Gypsy's talking about her head feeling wonky too. Let's see. Oh,
Those
I
solar
passed it up
flares.
there. There we go. I was looking for my daughter. Gabrielle is here with a question. Gabby's here. She wants to know. During a dream interpretation, I found out that I have a habit specific attitude that is blocking me from manifesting my goals. Could you offer me any clarity on this? Thank you for the question, Gabby.
A habit specific.
Yeah, habit specific attitude.
Hmm.
It's blocking manifesting her goals. So I guess you're responding in a way, habitually responding in a way that's sort of hampering your
Mhm.
manifesting, it sounds like.
I'm just going to ask what is blocking her from manifesting
Okay.
her goals. Take this with a grain of salt, Gabby, and consider it and feel in your gut if it resonates with you. What they are showing me is that you have a tiny bit of fear. And this tiny bit of fear is something that is holding you back from shining your light, from developing your skills, and from um, growing and becoming who you are meant to be. This is the manifestation that is happening. And you have a little bit of fear, and the fear isn't something to be afraid of. The fear is success. You have a fear of being successful and really taking off and really having things happen fast for you. You may not feel as though you're ready. You may not feel as though you're worthy. I'm not sure what may be holding you back from uncovering your true soul's desire, but you have a greatness and a mission inside of you that is just it's quite intense, and you are kind of keeping it down so that it's not so scary. And what I mean by scary is not spooky scary or anything to be afraid of, but scary because once you open up, you're going to go full throttle. And this is what you're sort of hesitating to do, is just that. And it's okay to um, wait for the right time, to wait until you're ready, to tip your toe in the water, and to unveil a little bit at a time. You don't have to go full throttle. You are very capable and successful, and you will be able to control the I don't even know if this is a word, but they're saying the veracity of your projection of your going forward. Um, but this is what is holding you back, is just the fear of success.
She says, my higher self set fear right before you did. That's so cool. That's a
And we
great,
all do
great
it. We all have
confirmation.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not anything. It's just something that you need to, or that you might want to consider contemplating and maybe dipping into a little bit at a time, and understand you have the control. If it's too fast for you, you always have the opportunity to pull back. But they're urging you, and they're giving you the feeling to, it's time to move, it's time to go. Now is the perfect time. The manifestation energies are high, but you're not going to go any faster than what you want to or need to.
So the way that would apply to what you were saying, what she was saying about the habit specific attitude, it would be that that's driven by a fear of some type that she needs to address, and then that'll kind of go away or dissolve itself, I guess.
So if you were to write music or something, and your habit is not to go into the room to write the music, to watch TV, or to make plans with friends, or to like sabotage the actual goal that you want to write the music. But if you're not writing the music and so that's the habit that is preventing her, because of the fear of, if I write the music, something may really become great. And am I ready for that?
Right. That makes sense. Thank you for that. Let's see.
You're welcome.
Gabby says, "Thank you
Yeah.
so much. I will work on releasing that fear." Thank you, Gabby.
And understanding, reducing the fear, that the fear is not real, right? Fear is something appearing not real, or false evidence appearing I don't know, whatever. But it's not real. The fear is it's blown up to be this big thing. But the fear, it's nothing to fear. In other words, you are in control, and there's nothing fearful if you move forward.
That is awesome. All right. I'm waiting to see if Dana has a question. I guess he says, "Long story short, you all, the community thing took a wrong turn. LOL. I left Missouri, moved back to Michigan. Love you all. Great to be back." So I was asking if if he'd like to get some clarity on that, or maybe a next move, or anything like that. And if any of you have any questions, just put them in caps, and we'll see if Gene can connect for you, get some information. Why don't we, you want to see, while we wait for someone else, let's see if you can connect to my brother who passed away last year, Jeff.
Wow.
That'd be cool.
Wow.
Since Gabby's here, it'd be cool for her too.
I'm seeing I'm seeing like flames. And when I say flames, I mean like if somebody were to trick out their hot rod, and they would have flames on the side of their hot rod or something, or maybe their bike, or maybe I'm just seeing like sort of like flames being drawn, or the artistic flames.
Yeah, we actually did
That's
that to one of his hot rods when I was a kid. Yeah, so you're like tapping into a memory of us putting flames on one of his cars. That's funny. Yeah, like
Thank you for
taping it off and
validating.
using the spray paint, and we got it from Grease. You remember the movie Grease?
Yes, that's what I'm seeing.
That's so cool.
It was a good time. It was a time that he felt was carefree, no problems, no worries, having fun, really connecting with my brother,
Yeah,
really having a good one-on-one time together.
yeah.
These are the good times that he is very proud of, and really that he learned about you and your soul, and learned about himself and his soul.
That's beautiful.
This was a connection moment for you guys.
Yeah.
What else, Jeff? What else do you want to say for Shane and Gabby? He's showing me a cowboy hat. I'm not sure if he wore a cowboy hat, but he's showing me that he's laid back in a chair with his feet up on a desk with a cowboy hat, sitting back, saying, it's like he's just real relaxed and real laid back, and has not a worry in the world.
The cowboy hat was like the phase when he was around 20 or so, and he was hanging out with his cousins, and they all wore it. And so, yeah, it was like 21, going to bars, and that time of his life of just freedom and stuff. You know what I mean? So he's probably relating that to the feeling of being free, because it came through to my sister a week or so ago in church. She got slain in the spirit, and he came to her, and she's like, "It goes against all my religious upbringing that my dad brother would come to me like this, but he's fine." He says, "Stop feeling sorry for him. He feels so much better. He's out of pain now, and he wouldn't come back and change it for the world." And so Yeah, I could totally see him relating that with how he feels right now, free, finally.
Right? That he's in control, that he's relaxed, that he's um, doesn't have a worry in the world, is what he made me feel.
Yeah, that's awesome.
He is watching. He's watching. Now he's putting his elbows on that desk, and he's kind of watching. He's looking down and watching to see what's going to happen. He says it's very exciting for this to be on this side, to be watching what is about to happen, what is about to occur. He's watching very closely. He's glad that he was able to be here during the times in the heyday. He's saying that um, he really enjoyed living, going through life, having the fun and the friends and the relationships that he had. He just wants to remember all those good times. This is what is really energizing him and fulfilling him on this side. And he's like, he just is like, sort of like, I'm so lucky. I can you believe that, all of that happened, and just sort of like elated that he came to Earth and experienced this lifetime as Jeff and went through all of his experiences.
That's really good because he was the type of person that didn't really enjoy stuff in the moment. Like, I've had to learn that lesson too, where you look back and you're like, man, those were good times. I wish I would have like enjoyed them more, and he had so many good times like that, but they would really only sustain him in the moment, you know what I mean? Not looking back on it. So I can see how having that perspective now, like, oh, I really did have a good time, you know what I mean? It's beautiful. So
Yeah,
thank you so much for that. That's awesome.
you're welcome. Thanks for the questions.
Let's see.
Wow.
Kimberly Gavrin, I've been going through a lot of health problems this year, and I would like to know if I'm going to be okay with these health problems. That's Kimberly Gavrin.
Sure, Kimberly. They're showing me two things. One is that it is something that you may have to manage or maintain throughout your life, almost as if you were to have, and I don't know, I'm just putting out an example, like if you were to have type 2 diabetes or something where you would have to manage it and watch your diet and things like this. Like this is something that you're going to have to take care of and watch throughout your life. And the first thing, that was the second thing they gave me, but the first thing they gave me is that if you change your environment, things might change for you. If you change, you know how they say if you have hay fever or a lot of allergies in the Northeast and you can't get relief, that if you move to a drier climate, then your asthma or your allergies get better. They're almost showing me that if you change your location, that your health may be able to improve. Because of the surroundings. Oh, they're also showing me the ocean. If you go to the ocean and the salt air is very detoxifying. They're saying there's a lot of allergens and contaminants and uh, toxins in your environment, even if it's just you know everyday household cleaners or if you live next to a highway or, industrial area, sometimes these things can cause your body to have reactions that are present as an illness.
Or even one of those towery things, if you live too close to a
What's a
tower of some sort.
towering? Oh,
I just didn't want to say what it was.
oh, okay.
The five gangsters. I'm just
Oh,
kidding.
okay. Okay. Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah, any kind of environmental toxin.
Right.
So maybe you might want to travel or vacation to either a seaside or mountains or something, a different location or a different type of climate, and see if you're feeling any better.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Just get out one day and get in nature and see if it's anything that's like constantly troubling you. It's
Well,
great
we all
advice.
need this. We
Right.
all need
Yeah.
this. But she tends to be a little more sensitive to these things. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
It's beautiful. Okay, Bonnie Lucas wants to know, what does my higher self want me to know? Thank you
Great
for the
question,
question.
Bonnie. Thanks for asking. I love these questions. All right, Bonnie Lucas. Let me connect to your guides. Bonnie Lucas. What's important for her to know today? You're part of a network. They're showing me a string of ivy and all of the leaves on I guess, a strand or a stem of ivy that is continuous. You are a part of this network. You are a part of this larger group. You're connected. You have an attachment to others who are similar to you. And this ivy is very vibrant, very green, very healing. They're saying that you know this and that you need reassurance, that you are a light worker, that you are here as a group, and that you are energetically tuned in. You resonate with others who are of like mind, and it's not a coincidence. It's not a just your imagination. It is for sure absolutely true. And this is being revealed. They're saying that the veil is lifting and that the guides are coming in closer to us. And you are able to sense this. And you sense that you're part of a group. And you sense this sense of purpose. Trust your gut, Bonnie. Write down your thoughts, journal. Write yourself a letter from your higher self. Write yourself a letter every morning, just a few words. Higher self, what do you have to say for me today? They're saying that they're talking to you. And if you give them an opportunity or an opening or 5 minutes every day, it'll start exercising that muscle and you'll be able to let them in and they'll be able to give you guidance. They're saying that they give you guidance in your gut, they give you guidance like messages already, but it's not on call, and you can call them in each morning. It doesn't mean you can meditate and get messages, or you can journal and get messages, but they're saying if you just do this, even if you're like in the shower and you're just taking 2 minutes and saying, okay, guides and higher self, please send me a message today. If you get an image, or if you get they're showing me an image of a wolf howling with his neck all the way up, something like that, or a coyote. Maybe it's a coyote howling. It's something like that. But they're just giving me an image that they may be giving you, and to record it and and to exercise that for yourself. That's good.
That's
That's
awesome. Great. That's great, Bonnie. Um, And you said it was a great question. Guess what? Marcia Costa has the same question.
Oh, good. All
Um,
right. Marcia Costa.
yeah, or is that Marcia? I think it's Marcia.
It might be
MARCIA.
Marcia. Might be Marcia. You're
Okay.
right. They're giving me an image of antique jewels, maybe like crystals, and I'm seeing amber crystals. And it's the amber crystals are affixed to a piece of metal. I'm not sure if this resonates with you. It could be a religious or a spiritual symbol or a spiritual artifact that has these amber crystals. They're saying you've held this. You've held this in your left hand. I can see it in your left hand. This was a sacred, what do they call it? I want to say amulet. Is that like a sacred possession? Something that you cherished. And they're showing me this, and I'm pretty sure it's a past life. Sorry, I had to clarify that. It wasn't in this lifetime. They're just saying that you may come across this sacred, I don't know what an amulet is, but they're saying it'll resonate with you. You'll see the amber glass connected or affixed to a metal base, and something that is you can hold it in your hand, but it's not. You'll see it outside of your hand. It's just a little larger than your hand. It wouldn't fit inside of your palm. You would see it outside of your hand, and that's amazing that I can see the size of it. So this is something that you cherished in a past lifetime, and they want you to know this, and they want you to see this. For why are you showing this to Marcia? It's your connection to tap into this sacredness. You have this sacredness inside of you. You have this sacredness inside of your heart, inside of your soul. You may be remembering practicing sacred ceremony. You may have fleeting memories of practicing sacred ceremony. They're just saying that this is one of your soul's experience that will be coming through this lifetime to assist you and provide you wisdom in this lifetime. So this memory, this energy is coming through this Marsha's um, incarnation, and this memory is coming through, which is beautiful. But still, I'm not clear. It's a sacredness that you're holding on to that is precious to you. It is something that you relied on. And they're saying that you don't need anything outside, that it's you hold it within your heart. And this wisdom will come to you in this lifetime.
Very good. For Marcia there. Okay, Gypsy JJ has a question. Any specific knowledge or tribal information needed for the trip? Thank you, God and all.
Hi, Gypsy JJ. Thank you for your question. Oh, there's they're saying you fly with spirit. They're saying you are connected and you are partners with spirit. You bring spirit with you. You live. This is the way you live your life. You already have this connection and this um, cohabitation with the spirit, with your guides. They're saying you have everything that you need. You are already walking as a team. Trust your gut, trust your feelings, trust your sense of direction, trust your guidance. They're saying she does this. It's just a gentle reminder to keep doing what you're doing.
Very good, very good. Let's see. Question from Joe Pulowski, who wants to know, are there any of my past loved ones around me at any time?
Hi, Joe. Thank you for your question. Is there any chance we might be able to get either a name or a relationship, like my father Joe or my brother Dan, or um, just for time's sake? Because if I had about 20 minutes, I could probably pick them up. But if I had their name, I could. It's sort of like a magnet. If I have their name or their relationship, I can call them in and they'll be able to come closer to me a little faster so that I can give you the message. It does take some time, but I can start asking until he responds. So, Joe, if you could give me a name and the relationship of somebody. Actually, I'm getting a mother energy, Joe. So if you want to start there. Could be a mother or a grandmother. Let me see. For Joe. Getting somebody who loves you and is very caring and endearing and, very nurturing to you.
Okay, he says,
Saying, my, go ahead.
he says, Dad, Joe, or friend Patty. Maybe this could be the friend Patty. I'm not really sure. Or just at all. Anyone at
Okay.
all, I guess.
Okay. I'm not sure who this female energy. Oh, I wonder if the friend Patty was nurturing to him. Let me just ask. Let me just check my
Oh,
page.
he says grandmother's Nicoletta.
Oh,
He just chimed in, so maybe that's who's coming through. Nicoletta for Joe.
hmm. Yeah, she's just sending you lots of love and wants you to know that she's watching over you. And I'm asking if she can bring through your dad, Joe. Mm. I see your dad, Joe. He's coming forward, and he's um, kind of telling me that he has no problem walking, or no problem with his knees or his legs. He's very strong. He's not an old man anymore. He's not frail. He doesn't want you to remember him in that way. If he was ill or um, disabled in any way before he passed, he wants you to know that he's strong, that he has a huge personality. He has a very strong personality. He is he's like, I am my full self now. Like, he is very stern and strong and big, and very, very powerful energy that he is on the other side. And he says this in contrast to how he was before he passed. He says, I've got it under control. He must be very much a leader, somebody who took charge. He has everything going on the other side. He has everything under control. He knew he wanted to manage things on the other side when he got there. And he says he's watching over you, Joe. He says he's guiding you. He says, you trust yourself. You're smart. You're very smart. And that he trusts you to make the right decisions. Trust your gut. He says, I'm telling you, I'm guiding you through your gut. So if you have a funny feeling not to do something, that's your dad guiding you. He's very fierce. He's almost showing me himself. I see a police dog sort of as his energy. So I'm not sure if he's protecting you or if he's guarding you, or if maybe he was a policeman. But he's showing me a police dog, and that's how fiercely he's watching over you. He's a huge personality. He's a huge energy on the other side. He's beautiful, beautiful energy. And he's so strong and so confident. I've never seen that before. That's amazing. He may have had this huge personality in this lifetime as well. He's beautiful. He's very loving, very protective. And he wants you to be rest assured to believe in yourself. He's like, you've got it. You've got what it takes. You're smart. You listen to your guidance. You know, you have good discernment. He's like, trust yourself. Trust yourself. You have good guide. You have good instincts, son. He's like, he wants to just kind of give you the champion you. It's great. I didn't get a chance to check in with his friend, but maybe if we have time a little later.
Okay. Yeah, Indigo says, can you pick up anything for anyone or anything for me, please? And they would really like to connect to a loved one. So if you can give us the name of someone specifically, Indigo Day, that you would like to connect to, I'll
Yeah.
read these follow-ups from Bonnie Lucas. Says, amazing. I hear coyotes at my house most nights. I am asking to meet people in my soul group who believe as I do. No one I know does. I will start to journal to connect. Thank you so much. And thank you for the question, Bonnie. That's
Uh-huh.
beautiful.
Great.
Marcia checks back in. She says, that is beautiful. I feel indeed that in my past life I practiced sacred rituals in Ireland. Thank you so much.
Wow.
It's very beautiful. Okay, so Indigo Day says, can you see if you can connect with Ron or Stella? And this is for Indigo Day. Ron or Stella? Thank you for the question, Indigo.
Sure. I'm just checking with your guides, connecting with your energy. They're showing me an image of a lion. Sometimes they give me images when they try and connect with me. I sometimes see images as they're coming in. So I'm not sure which one this lion is for. Indigo Day. Okay, they're showing me a past alarm. I want to check in with their loved ones. I want to check in with their loved ones. Indigo Days, loved ones, Ron or Stella. So I have Stella coming forward. I have a female energy coming forward that I assume is Stella. And she's showing me food, really good, either some sort of Mediterranean type of really delicious cooking. We have lots of sauce, lots of cheese, lots of herbs, and uh, really delicious, authentic, traditional cooking. Um, she's saying that she was really good at it and everybody loved her meals, and she would be one that would host lots of people at her home for meals. And she would love this. This is how she expressed her love. She is showing me a very image of a very strong horse. So not sure if she, I'm not sure what that, if that means anything to you, Indigo. And they're showing me that this horse could be like a unicorn. I'm not sure if you have any affinity to unicorns. Stella, what else do you have a message for Indigo Day? She's showing me a garden of flowers with a white picket fence to enjoy the springtime, to enjoy the beauty of nature, to cultivate your own beauty. I'm not sure if she liked to plant flowers, like sort of like pansies, these very colorful, very delicate flowers that she would, or that either you or she had, that had like a backing of a white picket fence. She would tend to them. I'm thinking it's her. So she may be showing me you, but I'm just keep, she's saying it's important for you to create your own beauty around you, to focus on the beauty at your disposal, um, where you have what's in your reach to utilize and cultivate this that's in your reach. It's important for you and your soul's development to actually do this and to produce this and to see this grow and to nurture this. I think she grew her own garden and herbs and tomatoes to produce her own cooking. Now she's getting back into her cooking. She's saying, you can do it. You can do it. I'm not getting, who was the other one? Ron? I don't think he was as talkative or as um, outgoing as Stella. I think Stella was a little more Talkative one?
That happens sometimes. Indigo Day says yes, yes, all does. I'm not sure what they were referring to, but something you were saying at the time.
Great. Great. I'm glad that that resonated with you. It's a beautiful image. And man, now I'm hungry for some, I don't know if it's Greek cooking or Mediterranean cooking. Man, she was a cook. She grew her own stuff. Yeah.
Sherry Luke wants to know, is there anything the other side wants me to know? Would that be better to phrase it as a higher self question or
Yeah. The other side would be like her spirit guides or her
okay.
higher self, but that's okay.
Okay.
I think that's in the same type of realm.
Right. Okay.
And Sherry Luke,
Sherry Luke. Yep. Thanks for the question, Sherry.
oh, Stella is still here. She still wants to tell me how to cook. I'm just gonna clear a little bit of energy. Okay, Sherry Luke. What message do you have for Sherry today? What's important for Sherry to know today? What guidance do you have? They're pleased that you're asking. They're pleased that you have been so attentive, and you're that you have not been resisting your awareness, and that you're accepting it and incorporating it into your everyday. You are they're sending you synchronicities like these 111 333, these things, and that you are um understanding and realizing and gratitude and understanding that this is the spirit side, the other side, your loved ones and spirit guides that are tapping you on the shoulder, letting you know that we're here watching over you, that you're not here on your own. You have a whole entire soul family and force on the other side helping to guide you. And they're thrilled that you are opening up this awareness and not doubting it. You're opening up to it. They're thrilled that you are seeking and believing and um, integrating this into your everyday. They're saying that you can, just like I was saying earlier, you can journal. You can ask them for messages once, every day. And I don't know if you already do this to exercise that muscle. Like when you're in the shower or in the morning having coffee, just say, tune in for 2 to 5 minutes a day and just say, listen for messages or send me a sign or, allow me some guidance today. And then throughout the day, watch for this sign and recognize it. It doesn't have to be big. It can be just like somebody told me the other day that a eagle or something flew, or an owl or something flew in front of her car. And she took that as a sign, like believe that these are signs. So you don't have to have something fly in front of your car, but I'm just saying like a sign that that catches your attention, that that's odd. That wasn't there yesterday, or something that just catches your attention, and just say thank you that this is a sign from the other side. To connect once a day, to connect with your higher self, and to exercise that muscle. They said they want a lot of us to be able to be tuned into them because they're going to be giving us guidance. They need everybody to exercise this muscle. They want, oh, Jerry, they want you're opening up the message for all of them. Everybody that's here right now in the chat or ever listening to this this show after the live show, they're saying they want everyone to start doing this. They want everyone to start tuning in and connecting to the higher self and to the spirit on the other side and listen for their guidance. They give you these synchronicities so that you can recognize them and appreciate them, to open up your awareness, so that when the crucial time comes that they need to send you these messages, it'll be no doubt in your mind that you can follow this guidance, which will be imperative for all of us to know. We are, as humans, meant to be walking with spirit, just like Gypsy JJ does, walking with spirit, with spirit's guidance. This will be part of the new energy on Earth. Thanks, Sherry. They're thanking you for allowing this message to go to everyone, and it came through you. And they're thanking you, and they're saying that you're special. Not special than everybody else, but believe that you are special. We are all special. We are all here meant to get messages. And they're thanking you and honoring you for the opportunity.
So we are similar but uniquely special, and we all bring something special to the table. So that's really important. So thank you, Sherry, for asking that question. That's awesome. Alva Yarder. Hey, Alva. Hello, Shane and Jean. My mom, Frances Yarder, passed on April 2nd, so sorry to hear that. Her birthday was April 5th. She would have been 85. Who received her, and does she have any messages? So she would like to know about Frances, her mom. This is from Alva.
Okay.
Thank you for the question, Alva.
She said she is, her energy is still close to you and the family. She is watching over you during this difficult time. Once a mother, always a mother. She wants to take care of her young ones, youngins, she actually said. I'm not sure if that was something she used. She said it was not difficult. Her energy, her soul, uh, transcended to the other side with a whisper, effortlessly, gently, and instantly. She said, 1 minute I was here, and the next minute I was there. She said, I'm still me. I am much better. I am the best essence of myself. I will always be your mother. I'm watching over you. And you are not, there is no wrong decision. You may be saying, well, does she want us to do this? Does she want us to do that? She's saying whatever decision that works best for you is the right decision. She's saying, don't fret over making decisions. She's saying, if it makes you happy, it's what she wanted, as long as it makes you happy. There is no wrong decision. It's a difficult time. There's so many things to follow up on and make decisions on, and it's very difficult. I see like, I don't know, the paperwork and mm, you know, the legal stuff and the stuff from the state and the county and just difficult stuff that is very, very difficult to go through, and she's seeing that you guys are struggling through this and saying that everything is okay. Don't worry about making the wrong decision. She's saying it'll all work out in the end. Don't fret. She wants you to make sure that you are taking care of yourself and honoring, allowing yourself time for this grieving, for your grieving process. She's just, she's so loving, so caring, and wants to take care of your heart to make sure that that is mended and is cared for.
Can we ask Frances who was there to greet her when she passed over?
Sure. She said they all were. Let me see. Is there any? She's showing me a male figure, a male energy. I'm not sure if it's a husband or if it was her father. Let me see if I can figure that out, because this relationships or the energies relationship is difficult for me to discern. Let me see if I can figure out. Frances, is this your husband? Yeah. It was, it doesn't feel like a romantic, loving, I believe it was her father. It was a strong male that came to get her. It was a strong male, someone who was protecting her all of this time. So I can't get that. And I'm sorry, it's my own ability
Oh, it's okay.
not to be able to figure it out, but whoever the strong male was, I'm going to try and figure this out. Let me see. It is the strong male that met Frances, her husband, Frances's husband. I'm getting a no on the pendulum. Was the strong male her father? And that is a yes. I'm just waiting for it to get stronger. Yeah, it was her father. That's who met her. But he was very strong and very protective and came right down and swooped her up. And
That's beautiful. We have a comment from Joe Pulowski. He said, that would be him. Thank you so much. He was a military police officer in life. That's pretty good.
what a big energy. What a big, big energy. Very forceful. I haven't met an energy like that I just haven't met an energy like that.
Yeah, he says he was
Wow.
quiet but had a reserved strength.
Wow.
Very cool. Thank you for updating us with that, Joe.
Yeah. Thank you for the validations, everyone. It really just helps me with my progress and helps others to understand why some things come out the way they do. Like a
Right.
police dog. I'm like, why are they showing me this? But
Right.
you have to say what you see. You never know.
That's amazing. Kimberly Gavin says, my dad passed away in 2012. Can you tell me if he's okay on the other side and if he has anything to say to the family?
Sure. Kimberly.
Kimberly Gavin.
Okay.
That's her dad.
I see a small little puppy, a tiny, like a toy puppy. And sometimes when I see dogs, when their energy is coming forward and they send me these images, and sometimes if it's a dog, it's my symbol for unconditional love, or it could be the actual dog. But I see a small, like curly haired, kind of smaller dog, cute little dog. Maybe your father's dog, or maybe a dog that you had growing up or something. But he's showing me this. Maybe he has the dog with him. It was very interesting, Shane. While I'm giving her father time to get acclimated to my energy, um, I was speaking to somebody who didn't have English as their first language, and they were trying to talk to me, and they made the window go down in the session, so they affected the electronics a little bit, and he was trying to like kind of give me words and being like kind of he trying to project his energy, and it made the window go down. And I told him, I said, I can feel your soul. Just think and feel your thoughts in your soul to this person who didn't speak English, because they were concerned that they wouldn't be able to connect with me. And it was just beautiful how it just flowered and it started coming forward. So sometimes when souls come forward and they show me these images, it's just their way of projecting their energy to get through the puppy, the curly haired puppy for her father. And then it allows me to connect to their energy, and then I could start feeling the soul's thoughts and feelings. I don't know why he wanted me to explain that to you. I'm not sure why. He's saying it's foreign to him. I'm not sure if he believed in this stuff or not, but he's almost he seems very his consciousness is very human, if that makes sense. He's still mostly his personality, and which a lot of them are, but he's still getting acclimated over there. What do you have to show? It's Kimberly, right? Do you have to show your daughter, Kimberly?
Yes, Kimberly.
And the family. Oh, he's saying he provided. He's saying it was his honor to provide a home and a house and he was very proud of his family. It was his honor to provide the dwelling and the circumstances for the entire family to grow up in, to expand. He's showing me that the family is growing, and it made him very proud and it gave him such a deep sense of satisfaction to know that he made this from almost nothing when he started. I'm not sure if he started his own business, but he came from almost nothing and he built this. And it's not an empire, but he feels as though his family is his legacy and his his creation. He's very proud of each and every one in the family. Very proud of this success. Success is important to him. He must have come from nothing and became a success. And then he sees his children being going through the similar type of creating, making something out of themselves and becoming a success. This is what brings him a lot of joy and a lot of, he's very proud. A lot of pride that he instilled these good work ethics, these principal skills. I don't know what principal skills means. You guys probably do. He's very proud and he's coming through like a champ. He was hesitant there for a while, but man, I can read him like really, really good now. It takes a little while for them to warm up. Oh, he's so nice. He's so nice. He's very loving. He misses everybody dearly. He's watching over everybody. I just get like kids, maybe young kids, maybe grandkids. I see a warm home. I see food. I see kindness. I see love. I see affluence. I see success. He's just very, very pleased. He's saying he's watching over you, very proud. He's saying, ask him, invite him in, talk to him in the morning. In the morning, it's a very quiet time after the night when there's morning. The energy is a little more subtle and it's a little more, he's able to come in or send a message or give a sign. And then once we get started on our day and get crazy and the energies all night, he says it's a little harder for him to come in during other times. But in the morning, almost like, within the first couple of hours of waking up is a good time for him to come in and show you messages.
Very good. Very beautiful. Thank you for that, Gene. Let's see.
It's just so neat to meet all of your family. It's so neat to touch base with all of these people. I can feel the thoughts and feelings in their soul, and I try my hardest to describe what they're making me feel. And it's like this. They're like showing me an image like this, but then sometimes they show me it 2 or 3 times, and they're like, "You didn't say this. You didn't say this."
Right.
But just thank you guys for all of your questions, for allowing me to tap into your family. It's such an honor and such a beautiful experience. And all of us, I mean, we're going to be doing this more and more. It's going to be a little more attainable for all of us.
Absolutely.
It's great.
Gabby has a question. I'd love it if you could offer me any insight into any past lives. I've had dreams where I was other people, and I've wondered if it was in a past life. Great
And
question,
this is your
Gabby.
daughter?
Yep.
Okay.
Thank you for the question, Gabby.
Yeah, let me just take a little sip here. Yeah, I do I don't know if you saw these on my YouTube channel, Shane, but thank you, Gabby, for asking the question. I have read people that spontaneously, in the reading, their past lives would come through, similar to what I did earlier today. And then I've had people that came to me and wanted a past life reading. And it's not a regression. It's not a hypnosis. It's not a BQH. It's me reading their soul and going into, they call it the halls of knowledge. And there is one that I just did for Priscilla. And she was the apprentice for Nostradamus. Yeah. And she assisted, she was a he in that time. And she was his confidant, his safety is what he called it. So when Nostradamus would go on too long or too far, he was there to pull him back out or to, help him. He would also record everything for Nostradamus. And in this lifetime, Priscilla had a husband who was psychic, and she helped him and recorded all of his abilities and readings and things. She assisted. So in different lifetimes, we sort of repeat the same type of energy in each lifetime, but it's very magical.
So like an
Gabby,
ancient scribe or something. I bet even all the way back into the ancient times that it might be some similar lives back then too. How interesting is that?
exactly, exactly. So let me go ahead and tune into Gabby, see if I can. And um, I'm not sure if I can confirm what you saw in your dream was one of your past lives, but I can try and tune into your soul's energy and see what past life comes forward. It may or may not coincide with your dream. But if you are connected and you have these types of awareness and abilities that run in your family, then it's most likely that you would dream of a past life. It could be very likely. I'm tuning into your energy, Gabby. I'm asking your spirit guides to assist me. I'm seeing swans on a lake. Swans, white birds with black eyes. I believe they're swans. What is this with Gabby with the swans on the lake? I believe this is something that you admired when in one of your past lifetimes. This was something that you went and visited often. You were a lady of privilege and you went for walks by the lake. I'm seeing maybe late 1800s, where you would wear one of those hats and full clothing, head to toe. You would visit the lake and admire the swans. Oh, you were scientific. You were interested in the swans. You were wondering what made them work, how they were born, how what put them together, if they could think. You were very scientific. You were very, very smart. Wow. I saw this lady of privilege and I thought maybe prim and proper, but then I saw her. You were observing. You were you would record wildlife, especially birds, and you loved birds. You loved all of nature, and you had the time to do it. And you did have studies. You did go to university in your past life. You were very smart, but they would not give you. This is not the time in history where women had scientific roles. This is not. So you did this more of like a hobby, but you're very adamant and very detailed, and would write it down, sort of like keep a book and drawings and observations. And the bird was here on this day, the bird was not here on this day, sort of like you would really observe and have scientific type of um, interest in the wildlife, and especially these birds they're showing me. Sorry, it may be not the one you were looking for. I just realized. But that's interesting. I'm going to have to stop there, or else she'll take me on to more and more. So
Okay. Thank you so much. That was beautiful.
Yeah, I don't know if that was any of her dreams, but that was just one of them. It's interesting. Wow.
Very cool. Let's see. Marcia says, or Marcia, possibly
Marcia.
my middle brother, Marcio, Ricardo, passed away in December 2019. Can you tell me how he is now? Send him my love. Thank you. So beautiful. Thank you, Marcia.
Okay. Tell me her brother's name again. Marcio and
Mm-hmm.
Mark. Mm, I know
So
it's
maybe
hard to.
Marcio or Marcio.
Marcio.
Marcio. Ricardo.
Marcia's brother, Marcio. Marcio. Marcia's brother. Marcia's brother. It does take a minute or two longer, maybe, 60 seconds or more to connect.
No problem. Just take your time.
Marcia's brother. Marcia. He's showing me the image of him giving you a big bear hug. I'm not sure if he was older brother and if he was a bigger type of uh, figure, but he's showing me he's giving you a big bear hug. He loves you so much. He protects you. He is he does know that you think about him every day. He hears your thoughts, and he says, um, you can talk to me, tell me what's on your mind, let me help you. He's saying, I can hear you think of me in your thoughts, and I am there. I am there. He's saying, whatever is troubling you, whatever is on your mind, if you need assistance, he says, call on me, ask me, tell me, share with me. He's like, I can help you. I have the ability to help you now. He wants to help you. He's close. He's not just over there and you think of him. He wants to engage. He's still here. His energy is still here. His energy is still alive. His energy didn't go anywhere. His love didn't go anywhere. Only his body has separated, but the energy and the love is still alive. He wants you to tell him. He wants you to work. He just wants you to share with him. He knows that you think of him, and he's honored, and he knows that you think of him often, many times a day, not just every day, but many times a day. He says this is partly because he's trying to connect with you, console you, to reassure you. I'm seeing a dog with a tennis ball, and it's a dog with like a long sort of muzzle. I don't know what you call that, but um, he's just showing me a dog with a tennis ball. All of a sudden, I just got this image. Um, but he's very, very happy. He's very happy. He's very capable. He is connected with you. You guys have had past lives. You guys have had lifetimes before, um, and that you are connected, and you will always be connected. And he's there to be of assistance, and it would be his honor to help you. He's showing me golden angelic light around you. He's saying, my sister is an angel. You should be proud of yourself. You should feel so good about yourself. You are an amazing person. You have done amazing things. You have overcome amazing obstacles. You should be very proud of yourself. Be proud of yourself. He is very proud of you. He wants you to share with him so he can help you.
Very beautiful. Thank you so much for that.
You're welcome.
We have some follow-ups to get to. If I can get back to my whoop.
Yeah,
Sorry
take your
about
time.
Okay. Let's see. Gypsy JJ says, I'd respond, but I'm so humbled with the gentle reminder. I'm just speechless. Can you imagine that? LOL. That's great. And Kimberly chimed in. She says, thank you so much. That was so heartwarming. I actually cried. I'm so glad it
Oh,
touched you, Kimberly. Gabby says, wow, as a kid, I had a bird book, and I thought I would grow up to be a bird watcher. That's so
are you kidding?
cool. That's wild.
Wow.
That's amazing. It's like you can see that interest from a previous life sort of, tapping into that, and you don't even realize what's happening. That's really cool.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you for validating that, Gabby. That's amazing. But you were prim and proper. I, I wish I could just turn on the movie, or
Right.
create a movie so you guys could see what I'm seeing. Try
That's
to
really
describe
cool.
it as best I can.
Sandra P has a question. Thank you, Sandra. She says, I've been hit twice by light energy into my crown chakra from space. I felt like it headed prior, then bam, almost passed out. Felt different after. Have had physical downloads before. Is this another? Okay, so they're just wondering about getting hit by this light into the crown.
Okay, tell me her name one more time.
Sandra.
Okay.
Sandra P. Thank you, Sandra.
Thank you, Sandra. Let me just check with your guides. What they're giving me, I'm just going to start talking. I don't have the whole thing, but as soon as I start talking, it'll come through. They're giving me the image of, how they give you like a little tap, and then they give you like a little shrug, and then they like push you over like this. Well, that was like, wake up. We're trying to get through to you. Sort of like, you know, um, there it was a little bit, they're calling it like a wake up call, like an open up your awareness. We need your energy. You said you would remember when you got there. You haven't remembered yet. What are you doing? Wake up. We're here. We're here. There, you had made an agreement before you came into this incarnation that you would overcome the vow of forgetfulness or amnesia, and that you would promise that you would connect to them, and you promised that you would have your awareness opened. And this is, you are doing it, but they're saying that they're just giving you a bigger jolt, a bigger wake up, a bigger. They said that you are able to take on more intense energies. And this is why you're feeling them in this intense manner. But this is an agreement that you made before you came into this incarnation, that you said, okay, when I get over there, I'm definitely going to connect you to you guys. They're like, come on. It's harmless. It's lighthearted. It's nothing serious. It's nothing heavy. It's your soul's path. I see you. They're showing me now a jockey on a horse, and you're galloping, and you're running, But it's very much etheric, kind of a going, like you have a lot of energy, you have a lot of momentum going. And it's very magical. It's not a real jockey, it's not a real horse. They're just showing me like this energy of you moving fast and having momentum and galloping, and just this force is behind you, and that this is your energy. And it's very they're just reminding you of this. You have very special energy to share and to spread and to you open up other people, you connect with other people, you're touching them, setting, giving seeds, dropping seeds. You just have to be near somebody, and somebody would to spark their energy. You are a generator that help awaken other people. And they needed you. They needed you now. They needed you when you felt this. So that's all. It's nothing. It's nothing to be concerned about. It's nothing to be afraid of. It's nothing that you ought to be doing that you're not doing. It's just that they shrugged you a little harder because you said you would. That's all. And you're doing everything you're supposed to be doing. That's cool.
Sandra P says, I'm a professional horse trainer for 30 years. You're right on.
No.
Horses are my life. What a validation.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
That's your energy. You wish you want to be the horse. You are the horse. This is why you're such a good trainer.
That's probably something multiple lifetimes with horses, I would imagine, to have that kind of strong horse energy. That's beautiful.
But it was very spiritual. It was very, I mean, I saw it, but it was very like magical, like it was like you couldn't see where the feet were touching. You could just see it kind of floating, and the energy, I could see it in an energetic kind of I'm just trying to describe it, that this is her energy is wow.
Marcia says, very beautiful. Thank you so much. Gabby says, yes, I got chills about the book thing, I guess. Yeah. Let's see. Indigo Day. My nan was Greek, lived cooking ways in kitchens. We had horses. Thank you, Indigo, for that confirmation. Joe Pulowski says, I miss my dad. I've thought that I could sense him, but thought it might just be wishful thinking. Thank you for the confirmation. It means a lot. Thank you so much, Joe, for letting us know. And that's it. I've had amazing things happen. And even in the moment when 100% in that moment, you're like, wow, this could have, even later on, you'll begin to doubt it, just as you move away from that moment. But don't doubt those things, you guys. Put that in your experience bucket and never doubt it, because remember, in the moment when you're experiencing it there, it's more than just the thought of what's happening. It's the whole feeling you get too. And that's a huge part of it,
Exactly. I call it like a woo. It's sort of like you can feel something just changed, just shifted, just happened. Mm-hmm. Like, when the lights flickered, I'm like, okay, that was not just, I'm like, okay, thanks. Hi guys, how are you? And, it's a little startling, and you're like questioning yourself. Believe me, we're all humans here, and we, but the more I see and the more they connect with me and the more synchronicities they put in front of me, and they do for all of us. They're doing this for all of us. It's ramping up for everybody.
Absolutely.
So I think we might need to do like maybe one or two more questions. I'm just seem to get very lightheaded and spacey. So I'm going to need to do some grounding soon.
Okay, no problem.
Not sure who it is that's keeping me connected and keeping me spacey. Ooh.
Probably
they're really
this
intense
last one,
feelings.
Because
it's really intense.
The light came from space, she said. So.
Yes, it was probably that one. I'm feeling that pulse of energy come down through I do feel it in my crown chakra.
Let's see if we can get this one in for Susan Wolf. I almost passed during a heart surgery 2 weeks ago. I'm at peace with this, but I'm worried about my sons who I take care of. Will my heart be fixed and will my sons be okay? Thank you. Thanks for the question, Susan.
And what was Susan's last name? Susan
Wolf.
B?
Susan
Oh,
Wolf.
Susan Wolf. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They're saying your exit point is determined, is predetermined. So there's no need to fear. They're saying believe in miracles, expect miracles. Ask your spirit guides and the heart surgeons and cardiologists that have passed, the greatest of the great, to assist your doctors in their decision making and therapy and, you know, um, their care for you. Connect with these surgeons, connect with these cardiologists, connect with these specialists, and ask them to guide your doctors. Expect miracles. The doctors have to give you the best case scenario and the worst case scenario. Don't listen to the worst case scenario. It's just they have to say this for sort of like for insurance purposes. Just like if you would to take an aspirin, they say, you know, they give you all those terrible things. It's just protocol. It's not something that you need to concern yourself with. Trust that that their hands will be guided and that their therapy and their uh, care for you will be guided. This will give your sons the opportunity to care for you. This will give your sons the opportunity to understand that life is short and life is fragile and life is beautiful and the connections and every day makes a difference. Every day is valuable. And this is a reminder in with them to live their life to the fullest and to take cherish every moment with you. This is enhancing their that if this were not to happen, they would not even think twice. They would consider themselves invincible and never think about it, how valuable life is. I mean, they see that what goes on in the world, and they see a lot of tragedy in the world, but it's not as close to home. When it's this close to home, they become and evolve and have much more respect for their own lives. And you're enriching their lives. They're helping them to live their lives to the fullest and to appreciate all of these moments. This is just it helps them to be um, a little more independent, a little more self-reliant because they are not just I know that a lot of us we should not do this, but a lot of us just assume our parents are going to be there. And we don't even think twice about relying that when we pick up the phone, they're going to answer. But knowing this and having this close call is a good reminder for them. It's an ability. It's gives them the opportunity to connect with you and share their life with you, and to cherish their own loved ones if they have families. Everything will work out as it was intended, and everything will work out in the end.
Thank you for that. That's beautiful. Do you want to wrap it up there, or do you want to try to take another one? It's up to you.
Let's do one more,
Okay.
and then that'll be it. I'm
And
sorry,
remember, you
I
guys, you
usually
can.
don't get. Pardon?
I was going to let everybody know that they can connect with you through your website as well for a private reading if you missed it, because I guess you had mentioned a past life was trying to come through for Indigo Day. So you could actually follow up with her privately if you want, Jean. Uh, sorry, private. Follow up with Jean later if you want, Indigo. And and then we'll ask. Gizzy has a question here. It says, "Today has been the 1 year since my cat PJ passed away. Can you connect to see if there is a message for me?" Thank you for the
Oh,
question, Gizzy. The cat's name
Kizzy
was
and
PJ.
Peach.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful way to end. Um,
Wants to know like who's looking after him on the other side. It's kind of his question.
oh,
Thank you. Great question, Gizzy.
I'm getting that PJ was an emotional guardian. He came here to guard your emotions and to share your emotions. He was here to catch you if you uh, not wallowed, but if you were down and kind of sinking, then he would come and rescue you and bring you back up. And this is a healing medicine that cats have. I think that Shane, I don't know if you remember mine, but cats have a purring frequency that is very healing and soothing for our emotions and our well being. And he was honored to have this role with you in this lifetime. He says, I am still your guardian on this side. Who greeted you? And you went over. He's showing me a bus full or a van full. A bus full of souls. They're saying soul family, that he's in your soul family, that other souls that you've shared lifetimes with were there to greet him. He's saying we have many connections. He's showing me one woman, female energy coming forward, maybe with blonde hair, maybe teased blonde hair with bangs. I don't know who I'm seeing. Um, Sort of like the iconic 50s kind of bouffant, but blonde. I don't know who this is, but this is the image that is it's like fading, it's faded, And then it starts getting more and more detailed, more and more detailed, more and more detailed. It's funny the way it comes in. But I see a female energy that has a 60s kind of outfit on and 60s hairdo. And this is who he is showing me that greeted him. And it is also a member of your soul family. I don't know who this is to you. He's well taken care of. It was his honor to be a guardian for you here in this life, in this world, on earth. You gave him the opportunity and he, you. I find this very symbiotic kind of give and take kind of energy with pets, very special pets and their owners. It's beautiful. Like a win-win kind of situation. It's beautiful.
That is really beautiful. And Dustin had a really good comment. He says, follow your childhood passions, everyone. That is most definitely your mission. And that is a powerful thought if you think about how, we came in here with this heartfelt mission. And if we can tap into that before all of the baggage was thrown on us, we might have better insight into our deeper passions of why we're even here, So thank you for that, Dustin. That's a great suggestion. And Sandra P. says, yes, I'm a starseed. Wow, you are right on. You confirmed why I'm here. Thank you, Sandra.
Wow. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. I'm going to have to go back and read through all the comments again because sometimes when I'm tapping it, it's hard to connect. But yeah, just like I said, Shane, I am 3 people away from reaching 500 subscribers on my YouTube channel.
Maybe not now.
So I would really appreciate if you haven't already subscribed to jump over there and get me over the 500 mark. I would really greatly appreciate that. That's very sweet of all of you. And I do live readings on my show. And
yeah, you're at 500 right now.
Oh, thank you, guys.
But yeah, you guys go subscribe. I've got her link down below. And a link to book with her privately. Her website's also linked below. So definitely connect up with Jean if you'd like to. And thank you so much.
Absolutely.
You've been going at this a while because you were doing sessions before we even connected today. So
I did. Yeah. I do have a sliding scale still. I'm offering that. And it's I do that so that people from all different income levels or situations will have the opportunity to get a reading. And also I'm still looking to get more experience. Because I've never seen that kind of a soul. I don't know whose father it was that was a military police that I saw that, but that was one of the biggest energies I've seen on the other side. So I always learn something new, and it's just, it's amazing. And I feel like my skills and my abilities are better after having experienced that, so that if I were to encounter something like that again in the future, I would have that in my knowledge bank, in my reserves.
That's beautiful. So, it's been an awesome session. I'm glad we started early and we got different people than we would have, the whole divine timing of it all. So we will be back. Do you have the date right offhand for next month? So I could.
It is May. Let me just check. I have my calendar.
Yeah, we will be back in May, you guys, on the 21st of May.
Do you have it?
At
okay.
2.
That sounds
Central,
right. That sounds
3 Eastern. I'll get it right this time.
That's okay. It's okay. Yeah, so it is May 21st. I think we usually book ahead. So yeah. That sounds right.
That's perfect, you guys. Well, we're going to let Jean go and get some rest and recuperate. And you're making it a lot longer than, I can see your stamina is still increasing, as far as being able to do it longer and longer, right?
Absolutely. I just feel like I need to ground. I feel like I'm floating off my chair.
Right. Okay.
So I just need to get some grounding in. And yeah, so that it's kind of, yeah.
All right, you guys. Well, lots of love, light, and unity, each and every one of you. Thank you so much for being here, Jean.
Thank you. And thank you, everybody.
We'll see you on the next time. Peace, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you.